So sorry we're a few minutes late, but I'm gonna just wait to see if anyone jumps on really quick. If you guys have any questions at all, let me know. This is really for you guys to share with one another what you're doing for VIP groups and how you can help. How can we help each other and maybe brainstorm some different ways of doing things. All right, sorry. So VIP groups. Whew, sorry, I was out shuffling just now. All right, so there are a variety of ways that you can run a Facebook group in terms of content. But the biggest thing that I want to stress to you, well, I guess two big things. One, quality over quantity. Make sure that what you're posting, don't post for the sake of posting. Post something that is worthy of a post, if that makes any sense at all. Don't just post filler posts. Post something that you feel like is interesting and will grab your VIP's attention. So quality over quantity is the one thing. And the second thing is to keep things personal. Okay, so that is probably, those two go hand in hand. If you're posting stuff and you're posting a generic graphic from Posh, a lot of the times people are going to easily skim through that. It looks like an ad. It's not personal. It could be posted from anybody. What makes people even realize that this group belongs to you is the way that you run it, the content you put in, and it has and keep it personal. We kind of talked about that today, and I love seeing people post the personal pictures that they've done. It doesn't have to be a graphic that you have made. It doesn't have to be glammed out. It doesn't have to have the independent logo on it. It could just be a selfie. It could be a picture of you with our deals are exciting. Because if you look at yourself, scroll through your newsfeed, you stop at those personal pictures, those personal posts, right? If you find yourself going through that and you're like scroll, and you're like, oh, that person has a funny photo. What is that? That's what you want to do with your posts. Not necessarily shock content, but stuff that people were like, oh, hey, look, it's this, oh, it's Simone. Oh my gosh, she has funny photos. I don't know. And Charlie, making your own graphics, I do have some videos on how you can do that, how you can very easily kind of get your way into doing that. But my biggest, I love PicMonkey.com, PICMONKEY.com. That has been my go-to. I used to use, well, depends on what I'm using, but for the most part, almost every single thing that you're going to be doing and almost everything that I do, I can do on PicMonkey. It's a free website that you can use. You don't need to download anything prior to it, so it's pretty amazing. And then the easiest way you can make graphics is by taking a picture of yourself, like honestly, and then adding some words if you want. It doesn't even have to be like that. You can collage things. I did a graphic today where I collaged a pre-made graphic, a graphic that someone had already made, and then I collaged it with myself and my excitedness on it. PicMonkey on your phone. I actually have never used it on my phone. I do almost everything on my laptop if I can, but I do need to check it out on my phone. I've been needing to have some sort of better graphic program on my phone. Yeah, it takes some time, but you'll get used to it. It's super easy to use, and that's a very quick way to personalize your graphics. Even if you're using a generic graphic that's from Posh, and adding your website to it, or adding something that's something that people, so it's not just some generic Posh graphic. So those are my two, like keeping your VIP groups personal and making sure that you're posting quality over quantity is really the two biggest tips that I have for you. Oh, sorry, Ginger, I'm not sure why. I think that Facebook Live messes up with certain people's. Okay. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what the deal is. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. Sorry. What was I gonna say? Oh, and then my biggest, Another thing that I really want to point out is that your VIP group doesn't have to be solely Posh. Whatever social media that you're using, your VIP group, your Facebook, your Instagram, whatever, it doesn't have to be all Posh based. It can be something that you're excited about, something that you think is interesting to your audience. Think of it in a way that they are following you, and whatever you're excited about, maybe they're excited about it as well. So try to keep that in mind. Your page, your group, and your whatever pages you have are not there to sell Posh. They are there for you. They are there to showcase you. So your VIP group needs to reflect that. I know, okay, the thing that I posted today about a lot of people posting and running, that is true, but with a lot of VIP groups that I see, and I'm guilty of it as myself. But you can't just post deal after deal and expect people to buy. You really need to show your personality, talk to people about why you like this product, and it doesn't even have to be because of a deal. You can just be like, oh my gosh, I just tried this, it's amazing, right? Look, that's a graphic. Done. You don't need to do anything special with it. That's something you can post in your VIP group. So that's an example. Do you guys have any questions? What are your favorite things that you see in your VIP groups, or things that you're doing in your groups that are doing well for you guys? I'd love to hear them. Let's see. I have talked about VIP groups a lot, and so I'm not going to go over how to set up one because you guys, there's a lot of training on that already. But I'm going to try to come up with some other ideas, or try to share with you guys some other ideas of what you can be doing with your VIP groups to garner interaction. But really what you want is to make sure you're posting posts that people want to like, they want to comment on. So posting polls, surveys, what do you guys think? This or this? Are you a Gilmore Girl fan? What's your favorite episode from the new series? What snarky bar is your favorite? Harry Potter or Star Wars? Like, it can be anything. If you're interested in it, it's possible that you've drawn other people that are very similar or have the same similar interests, and you want to garner that interaction. So this or that, name games, guessing games, and personalized picks. Yeah, Charlie, that's awesome. You can always run you want to create a call to action. So you can run contests or posts where you're like, and it doesn't even have to be a personalized graphic every time. Just using graphics, people look at graphics more often than a single post. So if you can post with the graphic, then that's ideal. And again, it doesn't have to be personalized, but it's something that will help grab people's interest. But then you can create a call to action at the end of your post. For example, you can say, hey, it's date night over here. I'm headed to the movies with my husband. What are your favorite activities for date night? People can post. Here are my kids. One good one was like the school pictures. Obviously it's past the season, but you could say holiday photos. We just got holiday photos done. Did you guys get some, or did you get Christmas cards made? Let's see your holiday photos, or family photos, and people can post. The call to action means that you are inviting people and reminding people to participate in your post. And this is a good practice to use in any posts that you use, any type of social media that you're doing, because it's going to remind people to do something, because they can read it and be like, oh, well, that's cool. But then if you remind them to do something at the end of it, that helps. Charlie says, my last one was an elf name for a lip balm. Oh, that's awesome. Tons more responses than most this past month. That's great. Oh, that reminds me. Elf on a Shelf. I don't know if that's still a fad or not, but if you're a big Elf on the Shelf person, you could post what your Elf on the Shelf is doing, and then invite people to post what their Elf on the Shelf looks like today. Or this is the picture, post a picture of what's directly in front of you right now. I want to see what your view is. So you've probably seen people post stuff like that. And the reason why, or one reason why they might be posting that, is because it garners interaction and engagement. And the more that people post, like, comment, the more people will see it. For example, if they have a friend in that group, they're going to see that their friend posted or commented on that group or on that post. And it gains more visibility. And people are going to be more interested. If they have notifications on and they're like, oh, someone posted, it must be something super, cool or whatever, right? Yeah, Elf on the Shelf, that was a huge, Charlie says that that's creepy for anyone that obviously is not reading my chat. That's weird. Okay, so Ginger can hear me on my phone, so if anybody else has issues on the computer, you can hear on the phone, maybe? I don't know. I can only get Facebook Live to work on my iPad, so I don't know what the deal is. But, excuse me. Alright, something else that I want to talk about is that Cyber Monday deals are today. If you have not gotten a chance to shop yet, or if you haven't, aren't fully sure of what you're going to do with those deals, you can purchase and make gift sets for your VIP group. That's something that you can very easily do, and something that I like doing for my VIPs is just a little bit something extra. That your VIPs, you can pre-package stuff, give them a deal if you want to, and send it out to them so that they're ready to go. The hand creams are super popular. With add a tag, it's easy for them to gift it, right? So if you can offer something that is exclusive to your VIPs, that's going to be really that's gonna give you an edge on everything, because your VIPs are gonna feel special because they got this special thing that only your VIPs are getting, and it's gonna help you gain more PB and get more interest in their products. So that's something too. If you guys haven't gotten a chance to set something up for December yet, there are a variety of different events that you can be doing, and because we have the double and triple hostess perks right now, this is really ideal to kind of push, because even if you're just sharing with your VIPs that they have their own referral link, and just by sharing that referral link, they're gonna get some goodies if any of their friends and family buy. So that's something that you can also put out there. For the most part, your best bet is by remembering that your VIP group is there and making sure that you're posting personal pics and info. Like I said, it doesn't have to be all Posh related. It could be anything in terms of, it can be anything that you're interested in. Games, anything that will get people kind of interested. Do what as a drawing for my VIP group? Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought. Let me know what you're talking about. Would you do that as a drawing, Charlie? I'm not sure what you're referring to. I kind of jumped around. But that's something, like, offer up prize packs. You can offer up gift bags, gift bundles, live mystery bag openings has been like really kind of the new trend right now. So if you guys are having a little bit of rut and you have some cash and carry, throw some mystery bags together. You can pre-sell them, and then kind of like tease them as you open the people who's bought a bag during the live event, and give people the chance to buy while they're there. And your bag can include other things, like it include an eye mask or whatever, something that you find at the dollar store, but gives them something a little bit more, some more fun. Would I do that as a drawing for your VIP group, the Posh to Meet You sets from today's deal? Sorry. If I'm offering, and let me know if this is what you're asking, if I'm offering gift sets or something that's based off of my current inventory and my cash and carry, then I let them know that I only have a limited amount. I try to create some sort of urgency, and I give them a limited time to purchase. So you could put an event up and do kind of like an event of gift bundles, VIP bundles or something like that. And you can put up all the different sets that you put together, and then let them know how many sets are available of each, how many bundles are available, so that they know that perhaps you only have 2 sets of X, Y, and Z. So the first 2 people that claim it, it's theirs. So you can do something like that. Let me know if that's what you're wondering. You could do a drawing. I like the first come first serve kind of thing. Let me know if that's what you were asking, because I'm not sure if that's what it was. But if you guys have any questions, or if you guys have any things that you're doing with your VIPs that you'd like to share, I'd love to hear it. Another one, I've never done sample of the month, but I do know that that's been popular with a lot of people. Okay, good, Charlie, you got it. Okay, let me know if you have more questions on that. But so there's some people that have done sample of the month club and it's been successful for them. I personally have never done it because I feel I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, sending out to a group of people a sample a month is hard. But if you are doing that, or if you're new and you want to kind of offer that up, you can always do that and kind of get people to help. If you're sending them out, either send them with you can say, this is the sample bundle of the month. All orders for the month get this sample bundle. Okay, and it changes every month. So maybe somebody is going to be more interested in buying because they're like, oh my gosh, I want that sample. You can kind of think of it like Sephora. If you guys ever shop at Sephora, Sephora lets you kind of pick your samples every time you buy online, which is like freaking amazing, because you're like, oh my gosh, these are for free. Like, I can't even choose, like, which ones will I get? And it's always a fun experience. So you can kind of take that idea and put into your bundles, or I'm sorry, their samples that you're sending out for orders each month. And that can kind of help garner some interest. If you want to do it outside of purchases and you're new and you don't have any people that are purchasing as often, you can be doing a sample of the month club. I do caution you on this though, because there are a lot of people out there who just want freebies. So if people are contacting you asking for samples, or if you are sending these out often, then make sure that you're asking for something in return. Like, if you don't know this person and they contacted you through like Instagram or whatever, for some reason I get it through Instagram more than anything else, ask them to do something in return to send out a sample. Ask them, you can say, hey, I only send out samples to my VIP group. If you join that, I'm happy to send something out. You can say, hey, I'd love to send something out. I only send out samples to those who've made a purchase. Once you make a purchase, I'm happy to send you out a bundle of samples, something like that. We are getting to the point where we do have a lot of people who know that we are that we're generous with our samples. So make sure that you're gonna get something in return. So if they are a current VIP and you want to do that sample of the month club, then do something and have them do something in return. Have them post a review, tag you in something, like you on whatever, something that just will kind of, it's a mutual thing. They don't necessarily have to it's not like they have to purchase anything necessarily, but they can help you. They can say, they can talk about the products they tried. They can try to drum up some more business for you, basically, with referrals and kind of word of mouth. And so that's one way of doing it as well. Excuse me. Okay, yeah. So basically, my whole thing with VIP groups and what I've been seeing a lot of, and what I'm hoping that everybody takes away from this, is that personal is key, which is, I talk about this all the time, but this is more focused to VIP groups. Somebody can be a part of a bunch of Posh VIP groups or pages or whatever, but what makes you stand out? What makes them want to be in your group? If you have a group on Facebook that you are a part of, like if it's a mom group or like a yard sale group or something, and you find yourself kind of hanging out in that group, that's what you want your group to be. You want people to be able to hang out there, share their common interests, and hang out with each other. So that's really what I kind of want you to think about, and maybe switch gears a little bit, is that's kind of, you're not necessarily there to sell posh independent consultant. You're there to sell yourself. And not necessarily sell, but this is your social media account that happens to be pretty posh centric, but for the most part it's about you as well. Like I said, lots of different ideas of what you can be posting, but it really just depends on how you want to do it. But hopefully if you can kind of switch gears and think of your posts as a kind of behind the scenes of your posh life, then that I think is going to really help. Because like I said, with the posting and running, which I see often, and I am guilty of myself, you want to create these relationships, okay? You want people to be able to be like, oh my gosh, she's my girl. You want them to feel like they are your best. Like they feel like they know you really well, and they feel like, not like creepily, but like they like you. They want to be your friend. They want you to succeed. They want you to help you out, and that's what you want to garner in your VIP group. And the only way that will help is not because you're offering discounts or because you are giving away every single thing, but it's because they want you to succeed. They want you as a consultant. And so keep that in mind. You don't need to mark down everything that you post in your VIP group. You don't need to offer freebies galore. But it's nice to thank people. Send out a thank you note. Send out a thank you email. And keep that relationship building. But you want to make sure that whatever you're doing in your VIP group is quality posts that people want to see and that are informational or entertaining in some way, and that they kind of highlight you and showcase you. So this is kind of another little social media training, I guess, because that's pretty much all encompassing. With anything that you're doing that's posh related, you want to be showing your personality, what makes you different, and if you don't know what makes you different or you don't really know what you bring to the table, that's okay. Try it out. It takes practice, and I'm not saying that I'm an expert, like by far, but it does take practice, and it does take a little bit of thought into your posts. But it will help you to kind of I think, well, for me, it helps me to schedule things out and to know what it is that I'm posting. I know I'm posting about my favorites on Fridays. I have Friday favorites. I have Try It Tuesdays. I started doing ingredient Mondays so that people can kind of understand a little bit more about the ingredients, because I was kind of thinking that some people just don't fully understand why these products are good or what makes them so great other than they smell yummy, you know? And I've been posting those same ingredient info in the Posh Hearts page to help everybody else out as well, because it's so, it's very beneficial to gain knowledge and to learn more about Posh and about the products and about ingredients, about social media, about building your business, about finding yourself. It all is encompassing, and it's going to really help you guys build your businesses and help you kind of grow and to be able to keep this stable business going. We are at a really great time now where people know what Posh is, and people are asking for certain products, which is like mind-blowing, okay? Because I've been around almost 5 years now. So next week, this week, it'll be 5 years for me, and I just did an event with some of my Posh friends, and we were so freaking excited that that people were coming to us and asking us about certain products. They're just like, oh my gosh, do you have this product? And we're like, the exclusive that was available months ago? And they're like, yeah. And we're like, how do you even know about that? Our minds were so blown, but we were so like, our hearts were so full that we were just like, you know, we've been around from day one. Those guys have been around. So my friends have been around since day one. So I'm kind of like the latecomer of the group, but we were so incredibly happy that we've arrived. People know what Posh is, and I hope you guys are feeling that momentum and feeling, kind of realizing that this is this is something that could be really big. It doesn't matter if your brand's making new or if you've been around for a little while. You can take this business wherever you guys want to go, and making sure that you're keeping things personal and keeping things, building relationships with your customers, with your team members, because your customers are potential team members. Anyone you talk to is a potential customer, potential team member, and or they have, they have a referral of somebody that is going to help grow your business. So you want to build those relationships and making sure that you're keeping things personal and kind of putting yourself in there is really, really, really key. Which is, again, why I wanted to bring up the VIP groups, because I talked a lot about setting them up, but hopefully this is going to be a little bit more in depth of why you need to be more personal. So I hope I'm not seeing as many generic graphics where you post and leave, or you post, someone asks a question and you never answer it. You want to make sure that you are there, you are present. A lot of you guys work full-time jobs, and that's okay. You can succeed in this business with a full-time job. Plenty of premiers have, and you really just have to be diligent, schedule things out, or kind of work a few minutes in here or there. But really trying to kind of schedule out your posts and realize and kind of figuring out kind of what direction you want to go in with your group, and things you want to share is really going to be very beneficial. So let me know if you guys have questions. Hopefully this helps. Hey, Carissa. Thank you guys for watching and joining. I kind of blabbed for a while. Does anyone have any questions on VIP groups or anything that I talked about? Because it's all kind of like a web, a Venn diagram. Everything kind of matches. All right. Okay. No questions? Nothing? All right. Okay. Sorry, I feel like sneezing. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, Facebook Live. If you guys have Facebook Live, use that. If your Facebook Live works reliably for you, make sure that you're utilizing that in your groups, because it shows your personality. If you guys probably understand, or probably think, you know me very well because of how I come across in these videos and these lives. And lives don't hide anything, so that's a little scary. But it helps build relationships, and it really does. Thank you, Charlie. I'm glad it was helpful. All right, yeah, Carissa, thanks for coming. Sorry, I so feel like I have to sneeze. Okay, I'm gonna end this. If you guys are watching this later, or if you guys are watching this now, start over, start from the beginning. There wasn't anything that was hugely... Chris, you do not have oh my gosh, you do not have a boring personality, first off. Second of all, people mesh with different people. Okay. Oh, good job, Charlie. See, that's the thing, is I did a video when I was super sick, but it worked because I was things I'm doing while I'm sick, right? And anyway, but yeah, Carissa, this is what we talk. I'm sure I've told you guys all this before, but everyone has a different personality, and people are, well, duh. We're all different, but certain customers or potential team members are going to connect with certain people. So some people are going to and you're going to have the people who are crazy. And Sasha is super fun and she's super out there. But if you're somebody that's a little bit more introverted, maybe that scares you. Maybe that's just not, yeah. And see, that's not me either. Did you watch her Target run? I loved her Target run. It's hilarious. See, I thought about doing that too. I'm let's go shopping, guys. But then the thought, in my mind, the thought of talking into my phone is weird. People are watching, right? But no, everybody's different. And I don't think you come out serious. I think everyone's different, and there's nothing wrong with that. But people are going to connect with different people. And I was talking, I'm sure I've told you guys before, but I was talking to Erin about this, Erin, Queen of Posh, and she was saying that how she loves videos and she loves YouTube and she loves that people can come to me because I'm a certain personality. People can go to her because she's a certain personality. People can go to Jessica Posh because she has a certain, people connect with her personality. And then I was talking to one of the Posh Hearts, and she was saying the same, not the same thing, but something different. We're like, oh, well, you're very this, yet she's very that. So when I'm looking for that, I go to her. When I'm looking for this, I go to you. And that's what's so beautiful about Posh. And that's what Erin was saying. She's like, this is what's great about this business is that there's so many different types of personalities that you can find someone that works for you. Anyway, so yeah, so that's what your VIP group is kind of going to be helpful toward, is not only do you kind of get to test out the waters and see what kind of style, like what works for you, what do your VIPs respond to, what posts do they like games, do they hate games, do they like information, and that kind of helps you kind of figure out what works for you and what your niche is, I think. See, Chris, that's what everyone says too. Like, with me and Jamie, we're different. And, like, Jamie said the same thing. Like, Jamie will go to me for certain things or go to Shanae for certain things. And that's the thing is, like, there are so many different people out there. And that's what is awesome about Posh. But then that's why having your VIP group there so that people can connect with you is so important. Anyway. All right, I'm going to go. I think I'm feeling ill at the moment. I hope you guys had a good happy Cyber Monday. I'm actually officially ending this now because we've been going for a little while. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. Be sure to check out the Cyber Monday deals because they are going to end soon. And so some things have already sold out. These are really great stocking stuffers, really great neighbor and teacher gifts. Cash and carry, if you do cash and carry, hostess gifts, basically anything. And I bought a bunch of Amazing, and I'm not even a big fan of Amazing, but I love that, like, it's not my favorite, I think it's fine, but I can gift it to people with a tag, and it's so super cute. Thanks, yeah, Ginger, I need to grab the Immunator. I was just out shoveling, so I think I just need to, like, warm up. Alright. For real though, I'm ending this. Yeah, it's been a crazy Cyber Monday. Hopefully you guys have been doing really well. Okay, but for real, I'm ending this. I will talk to you guys later because otherwise I can continue going forever. I tried to end this before. If you guys are watching this later, make sure that you go back and go through. If you have questions, be sure to ask. Reach out on the team page. Most likely, you're not the only one that has this question or whatever question that you have to ask. Reach out to your sponsor, and we're all here for you. If you have a Posh sister that you connect with, reach out to her and kind of go from there. Thank you guys so much for joining. I will talk to you guys later. Have a great night. See you guys.